Hi dear students, I welcome you all to learn poem from your 8th standard English book, Term 1, Unit 2, My Hobby, Reading. Dear listeners, I hope watching this video will surely help you to understand your lesson in a better and complete way. We are trying to work for the educational cause, so kindly encourage us by subscribing and sharing our videos. Thank you. Let's first read the poem. My hobby is reading. It helps me in thought breeding. It takes me to places near and far. It keeps my rational doors ajar. It teaches me to cackle and cry. Without wings, it lets me fly. I wish if all the children could read, in constructing a vigorous society, then we shall succeed. Written by Arunachalam Chandrasekharan. Dear children, this poem was written by Arunachalam Chandrasekharan, a professional in library and information science. He wrote this poem in the year 2010. His long-term association with the books in the library has made him to write this poem, reading a great hobby. The poet Arunachalam hopes that we can form a vigorous, that is, active, strong, healthy, and dynamic, victorious society if all the children cultivate a reading habit. The poet is sure that in such a society, all the people will be successful, prospering, and flourishing. In this poem, the poet talks about hobby reading. Dear children, as we have already studied in prose, hobbies are activities done in spare time to de-stress and relax ourselves. Sometimes the activities that we do as hobbies may even end up as a successful career or profession. And the hobby of one person may be the occupation or job of the other. For example, gardening, planting, and watering may be the hobby of some people, but it is the daily job of farmers. Likewise, drawing or painting is a hobby for someone, but an occupation for artists. Dear children, this poem deals with the favorite and common hobby of numerous people, that is nothing but reading. Researchers reveal that reading books increases not only one's knowledge, language, and vocabulary, but also helps to explore various thoughts, travel throughout the world, fly without wings, and succeed in life. Children, let's get started with the poem. My hobby is reading. It helps me in thought breeding. In the first line itself, the poem says that his hobby is reading. And then he feels that reading helps breeding his thoughts. That means to grow and cultivate new, useful, and good thoughts. It takes me to places near and far. It keeps my rational doors ajar. Here, those cultivated new thoughts take him to different and various places near and far away, like remote areas or the places where people can't travel to. For example, by reading about jungle, mountains, or another country, continent, or even other planets like Mars, Uranus, Venus, etc. We get the feeling of traveling to that particular place itself. Actually, reading gives satisfaction and pleasure of traveling to places. And the next line, it keeps my rational doors ajar. Here the poet compares his mind to a room. He affirms that reading habit enables his mind to think logically and reason out why things happen. And he stresses that the mind's doors are kept ajar Ajar means slightly open or half open. The mind is half open only to allow the good, positive and productive thoughts to enter. Let's move on to the next lines. It teaches me to cackle and cry. Without wings, it lets me fly. Here he says, reading teaches me means teaches the poet to cackle and cry. That means he declares that this hobby, reading, trains him to laugh and cry loudly by accepting joy and sorrow in the same way. Reading coaches poet's mind to take both happiness and sadness and to accept success and failure in the same way. And also to laugh out loudly during his happiness and cry out his sorrows during unhappy times. He states that reading allows him fly without wings. It means reading does not restrict or control the thoughts of the poet, and it lets him fly anywhere he wants to, because he doesn't need wings to fly in his thoughts. Let's move on to the last lines. I wish if all the children could read in constructing a vigorous society, then we shall succeed. In these lines, he reveals his wish or desire that if all the children could read, then we can succeed together by building a strong and powerful society. Here he conveys two kinds of reading. Number one, reading as literacy. That is, all children should go to school and get education. Number two, reading as a hobby. He believes that if we, children, choose reading as a hobby, we will become knowledgeable citizens and drive or lead the country towards growth and success. And in this way, we can build a dynamic, strong and powerful society. If such a society is created according to the poet's wish, we shall succeed and reach the pinnacle or heights in our lives. Well, dear students, let's summarize the poem in few words. The poet starts the poem saying his hobby is reading. That helps his thoughts to generate. Next, reading helps him travel to various places near and far in his thoughts and keeps his mind unlocked to permit only intelligent and logical reasoning. Then reading educates him to accept both joy and sorrow, success and failure in the same way, and allows him to fly in his thoughts without wings. At last, he wishes we could build a powerful society and succeed if all the children get education. Dear students, let's now analyze or learn the poetic devices used in this poem. Number one, the poet used the poetic device imagery in this poem, My Hobby Reading. Imagery is the way that a writer helps readers visualize or see in their minds what is being described. These images suggest emotions and appeal to one or more of the five senses. Those are see, hear, touch, taste and smell. In this poem, the poet doesn't physically travel near and far. Only his thoughts travel. There is no literal door, but he imagines his mind's entrance as doors. He doesn't fly in the air. Only his thoughts, imaginations and ideas made to fly by his hobby reading. Let's move on to second poetic device, rhyming words. Two or more words that have similar or the same sound at the end. It may be expressed as a repeating pattern that makes the poetry sound interesting, musical and pleasing. Here, reading in first line rhymes with breeding in third line. Far rhymes with ajar. Cry rhymes with fly. Read rhymes with succeed. Children, it is a 15-line poem. Each couplet or 2 lines after the first line presents a different thought or concept. First set tells about breeding, that is, generating or growing or cultivating, multiplying thoughts. Second, rational door. Third, joy and sorrow. And fourth, flying without wings. So, dear children, try to inculcate the habit of reading, as we have learned so much about reading in this poem, and we also know the benefits of reading. You might be feeling bored sometimes while reading, but still don't give up. Try to get into the habit of reading regularly, which will surely give you a good, flourishing future. Dear students, read the poem repeatedly for better understanding. Study well. Happy learning. Thank you.